Hello everyone, I'm Greg Luke, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 252 of Factorio with the C-Block mod, where we are getting ready to actually do some farming. We just need to make an outpost for it first. And the long term, or at least longer term plan, is that we need nutrient pulp from the farming to make alien bacteria through fish farming, and to use that alien bacteria for, well, some gardens. I guess I've skipped that step somewhere along the way because we need fertilizer, and fertilizer can be used in garden farming. So we want to be able to get more swamp gardens, because then we can get musket potatoes out of those, hopefully. Maybe there's a shortcut to all this, but I just like having a goal. And right now, nutrient bulk is the goal. I should grab some of these machines as well, though, before we go, because I forgot. We need seed extractors. Yes. We don't need composters. I'm pretty sure we do need these. Get the nutrient pulp. No, that's to actually get our leaves and nuts and stuff. And then we need a nutrient extractor to get this. Okay. Now we should be ready, I hope. Oh, and we have a jet researched. Yet. So this is just a temporary thing. I probably can't make this by hand, not really. So we'll just overbuild these things, I guess. There's a rifle, yes. I need some more provider chests. And requester chests. These bring some stuff, robots. And as always, we can't get... Oh, these numbers are way too high. How many of these did we need for one? 256 and 200. And not a lot, I think. And even less. 3 of those, 3 of these. 120 electronic circuits and 50 of those. Okay. And we find some red circuits to steal once more. Yes, always. I was also talking about more power plants. We have 6. Now 7. Rifles are done, they're just not transferred yet. Is it not rifles? That's the submachine gun. Bob's Warfare Mod, Artisanal Reskins. Bob's Mars, C-Block. Is this another thing that's just not... Is it a sniper rifle? I don't think so. But it's not this one, at least. Go, go away. Go even more away. Is there anything obvious we can just get rid of? Don't need to carry that around. Maybe not those. Okay, thank you. Let's just test sniper rifles. No, it would be requesting the sniper rifle in the system. So there's some Bob's mod that is not included in this mod pack. And I will just fix that. Actually, I still have that open. Let's have a look here. Oh, this is just the technology though. And I don't have the mod open. Never mind. I will look at that between episodes. For now, we will try to make a farming outpost. And we decided to do it right here. How are we doing on nuclear fuel? 500. We do have 15,000. Oh, we're just missing more steel and lead, I guess. Let's go bigger. And now that is probably in the way of my station. Maybe not. No, I made a lot of space, that's great. Ooh. So we shouldn't really need anything in here, is that correct? We make all of that here, same with this. Yes, everything is locally made. We just need to export nutrient pulp and maybe other things at some point. And we will be using robots here, because the pipes will not be able to handle the amount of nutrient pulp we want, I don't think. I seem to remember there's a problem with this, and there was. We cannot load a train from both sides with 2 pumps. They need to be offset, and then only one of the ones on the right here will actually be working. It should still be powered, yes. Everything else is powered, yes. So we're just gonna update that blueprint. Good. And we need more barreling pumps, like guess that's okay. Those should be on the train anyway. And I need more change signals, which is not on the train. Too bad. So this is just farming. Ew. Nutrient pulp. That is what it's called, right? Yes. Good. Do some of these give a lot more nutrient pulp than others? Beans are better than corn, which is better than leaves. Nuts are better. So beans are really the most efficient thing. Just give me something I can use this for, so I can click here. So I can see where I get beans from. Zombie eucalyptus gets 14 beans. Come on, just show me the dang recipe. I guess that is where Fnay just shines. Beans. From zombie eucalyptus or binephrine, and we don't have binephrine yet, I don't think, because it requires binephrine processing. And we get 14 beans out of 20. If we just check leaves, which were very bad at making nutrient pulp. Salts, cress. Just leaves. So 20 salts, cress to 36. That's not very good either. I think I'll just focus on beans. If we can, at least. Yeah, this seems pretty simple. And still just heavy mud water. And we just use our product for more seeds. Great. How about we start with designing a setup for the mud and mud water then? Because that is a requirement to get everything else working. And I think we'll just do that on this left side of everything. Probably stupid to make all this landfill since we need a lot of water, but oh well. So these just all need to feed each other. I know I made a good setup in the Bobs and Angels run that included space for beacons. But I don't think we're going to be producing the same amounts of stuff here. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. Just pin this, please. So, we need a seafloor pump. Luckily we had one of those. And then we're just gonna do half of this, or one of each, for the first part of this. You do heavy mud. And you can just go there if you want to. Unless we get too much mud out of this setup. In which case we need to turn some of it into viscous mud water. But I don't think that's going to be a problem. If it is, we will do that somewhere else and just clarify it. Yes, good. You will go to a offshore pump, if we have any of those, we do. You need to be burned. Might just leave a little bit extra space at the end here for that. Wait, what? Oh, this needs to be the other way around. Oh. My bad. And this can go to burning here. Good. And some power. That goes into this. And that should be just fine. Into that. But we do need the outputs of these in barrels or something for the robots to use. Well, I'm just gonna try something like this. We don't have a barreling pump. We did order them from the train though. And if we just put the train right here, other trains should be able to come in, so it isn't blocking other trains as well. And we need to keep our research going. Let's get this out of the world. Did I not put... No, you stay. Right there. You have barreling pumps somewhere. Right here, okay. The heavy mud water is what we need for this sort of farming, right? Yes. You will put heavy mud water into a barrel. Yes. I guess we will try to save space and have the input and output on this side. Something like that. And then we need the output of these, the mud as well. That's the input. And that's the output. And we'll have power for that. And we will have the mod for that. Those look so big and intimidating. I've never actually just looked at this. That looks so weird. So, should we be building up the lower tier mud water before we allow anything into the next one? Should we do an overflow valve? Or should we just let it balance itself? If we let it balance itself, we are going to end up with too much saline water, right? Concentrated mud water is what you're making, right? Yes. Then light. And then thin. And then saline. Which seems a little bit of a waste since we can just do saline water from water, but we get mud out of that, and that is useful in some cases. So if we just let it go by itself, then we end up with too much of this at some point, blocking it. Then it's not producing mud anymore. Then we can't get rid of this, and it can't produce mud anymore. Should we just be able to clarify this, and then only overflow each step? It sounds good right now. I'm sure I'm gonna regret it later. But this seems good. And we can put those with one tile in between the pipes. That is a little annoying that we need that extra space, but whatever. I'm just gonna cut this and put it closer to our train station. Right there. And let's get a big roboport down. There. And then we can extend the network over here. We have extra space here anyway. So one of those and some charging. And we will do one of these. And then we are working. And then we need a heck of a lot of barrels. Actually requested those up here. Maybe that's an okay thing to do again. Though that seems a little bit overkill. Is it only barrels this time though? I think so. What does nutrient pulp go into? A barrel as well. I'm not gonna put one of these for every setup, but maybe charging. Do we get steel in for barrels? Let's do it. Except that we don't have steel yet. Wait, did I not have a blueprint for this sort of station? I know I just deleted that blueprint, but I thought I had it saved. Just sanitize this one. Oh, but I need these as well. Dang it. That should be it. Take that and put in here. It was removed from my inventory, so that's good. And then we just have it there. Good, good. Then we can take it right here. And put down. And I don't have any warehouses. Okay, so this is farming steel. And I just saw that this had an awkward name. It is just going to be test. Oh, that's redone. This part is pretty nice and expandable. I will reserve all of this space just for that, I think. Let's just go grab our artillery. And then we might need more land for the rest of stuff. Did we actually... What did we do in regards to steel here? Absolutely nothing. I just brought some. Oh yeah, I did. Let's actually steal the barrel production from there. And I didn't by any chance bring just a little bit with me? No. Too bad. Okay. So, done. Then we need to take zombie eucalyptus and turn into seeds in a seed extractor. I'm just gonna think a little bit ahead here. What the robots will need to do most is to bring zombie eucalyptus to these, this to the nutrient extractor, and then barrels from that to here. So this part we want as close to the robots as possible. This can be further away. These go close as well though. But we need so few of these. I'm not gonna think about it then. You will do zombie eucalyptus. Let's just have a look at the others. Elendilomone and the Sans Chris. Okay. And then these things. Never mind that. So you do zombie eucalyptus. Go. And go. And then we have seeds. Did I actually have some of those as well? No, we do not get seeds out of the gardens, I guess. That's fine. Good. That's done. Then we need farms, and then this, and then these. Yes. And for this we need the heavy mud water. So we will do a barreling pot. Is it heavy or concentrated? It's heavy. Good. Empty those barrels. And actively provide the empty barrels. This makes zombie eucalyptus. And it makes a lot. That's nice. It is a slow process though, so we do need 7 of those. No. There. Now, this is not very scalable if we just put another setup behind this. So I think next to this we will make these other things, the next processing steps. Or we could make it in front of it like this. But now we're going to do this though, next to this. I consider this done, right? No, we need chests in and out. And I was thinking we could have those here, but we can't with the inserters. So I guess we use this extra bit of space up here. And I don't have any inserters, great. Don't have any pumps either. Or chain signals, or some of those things we need at the base. Good. Okay. It's a power pole is in order for that. Though we could get away with just doing it for every second. Good, and then this needs to do zombie eucalyptus into beans. Let's try and keep that on the right side, just because that follows this sort of standard-ish thing, where we always have the requester on the right side. That should work. And then that is taken back into here. And into these. Big nutrient extract. And we need to somehow prioritize this over this, so we keep getting seeds and don't run out. I think we are just doing that by limiting the inserters. Should these all have been stack inserters? We need to get 50 out every 30 seconds with a crafting speed of 1. That's not bad for just one normal inserter from now, at least. And this needs 5 in every 2 seconds with a crafting speed of 1. That should be fine as well. And we output a fluid. And we do not allow this to work if seeds for this stuff is under some amount. Let's just say 200. So if we go and grab some steel, we should be able to start all of this up. Because then we can barrel the required fluid. Take half of that. Take my stuff, robots, please. Where are you going with that? These should really be provider chests. Hold on. Was there anything else I needed while I'm here anyway? I don't think so. Yes, I think so. Chain signals. Also, I don't want to keep looking at this. Can we do something about that? It's a swamp tree seed generator. And that requires swamp tree seeds, or swamp trees. I think I have since gotten a bunch of those. Guess we didn't request the trees that we have. Some of those are coming. I'm not gonna wait for that, because they might be very far away, who knows. So we're just gonna fix these chain signals first. Can't do that, too bad. We need to limit the output here as well. Thought we had done that at the other area, but I guess not. We should not put more of these into the system if we have... How much do they stack? I think it's to 10, yeah. We have less than 300. Sure. Then start producing. And then let's put some Logibots in here. I didn't put Logibots in, so we only have 40 to work with. And we are going to need the mod here. Good. I think I will set a limit on this mod. Just so we can see a little bit earlier if we get a problem. And just if we at any point need to move this. I don't want all of those chests to be filled with mud. Oh, we need a lot of seeds, I guess, for one cycle. So that's why I do a lot of babysitting for these. Luckily we get 50 out of this. And that means another 55 seeds. So after the first run we should be good, I hope. We will not be... This... beans. Oh, this is where we're not allowed to input. So this is where we actually use our product. That needs to go in here. Good, then we are running. This is a nice and fast process, that's good. Same as with the mud, we're just gonna set a limit here. I can't really limit it as much because we actually need a good amount of this. But 10 tiles or 10 stacks for each would be fine, I guess. And I guess we do need some barrel storage then. For now we're just building up zombie eucalyptus and the seeds, which is fine. It seems like one stack of these is 500, so we can set this a lot higher. Let's go for 1,000. And this will be disconnected. Whenever we get beans here, we are allowed to use it, because that's not really anything we need to reuse. And I guess we can request this, and that will slow this down maybe if we didn't get enough, but it's not, because we have plenty of these seeds now. Wait, only if we have more than 1,000 we're allowed to start processing it. Okay. And we needed 3 of these. And then another barreling pump, which I think we ran out of. No more barreling pumps there. None of those here. And no pipe. So barreling pumps and pipe is the next thing we need. What was it we started last time that I didn't want to wait for? Trees? Yes, we have 2 trees. Good. Swarm trees. We need 3 though. I think I'm just gonna go and do this, because I don't want to look at that. So this can't reach the train. This probably can. Which just means that I really should grab some of these myself. Wait, what? We have 2 requests for that? So, pipe and barreling pumps. We're just gonna grab a lot of those and store some of them at the farming outpost. Maybe we should have brought more pipe as well, but oh well. Now we have nutrient pulp, which can be used for this stuff. So fish farming basically. Nutrient pulp. Request barrels. These need to unbarrel nutrient pulp. And they need to provide these empty barrels into the system. Actively provided. Why did I not have that fixed in the updated blueprint? I'm not sure. And why do I not have enough of these? Did we put any of those in the train? I don't think so. Nope. So we need more of those. Okay. We need more barrels as well, but we're just waiting on slow production of that. And we wanted more nanobots in here. It's 48, 50, 100. I'm not gonna put the last 48 in. At least not yet. We should have enough here. And maybe we should do more charging for them. Let's do a straight line instead of that. Good. So we are making 100 nutrient pulp per second. That's an okay start. This is not a great start for this stuff. Still doesn't reach, dang it. We need these though. I guess we will go back once more. This is all done though. Now with 100 per second, we can do around 8 of this per second, I guess. And with 8 of that per second, we don't know anything really, but we can get started on farms at least. Or gardens is what I'm trying to say. So I needed active provider chests, and I did automate those, I think. Yes. I think I'll just put all of this in here that I'm not going to use right now. And And then I really should put these barrels into the system over there and all of the machines that we have on us as well. And then we should probably put some construction robots into the system for later. And then I think we're done here. For now at least. All of that goes in there. Those as well. For the next step, we shouldn't need any of that, no. This is back here again when we can make this. We'll see how that goes. We need to make this first of all, or... Yes, or just this first of all, I guess. Good. But we actually have some amount of fluid, I think. Why does it say we have 5? Oh, it's in the pumps, of course. So we have a little bit. Are these not allowed to run? Because we don't have a... Oh, wait. We need to store more of these if we want more than 1,000 in the network. Good. Then we should be producing a lot more again. As long as we have enough barrels. And we are just building those up over time, that's fine. Guess this should be a lot more. And everything is good. Yes, we're starting to build a lot more here. Good. So we're calling that done. Yes. Fish farming. Feel like we should put this into its own thing as well. Because we need to do both of these. Otherwise we will back up on fish at some point. Not be able to produce more. That's what this is supposed to be. Okay, there we go. So this is self-sustaining as long as we produce this and put in nutrient pulp. So I guess that's not really self-sustaining, but it's sustained by our farming. We need a lot of fish tanks. We haven't automated those at this area at least. We did automate them to some extent over here. We actually still have other machines as well for that. I remember bringing glass in, unless that was... I think it's supposed to go in there. We have glass available. I marked so much stuff here for later that, and marked it with the gun, but we never ever even got to that. Oh well. If we put some swamp trees in here, we should get those tree seed generators that we were missing. Just saying. Other than that, just we need to go and make some fish tanks. Go then. We do have glass in this area, right? We should. Yes, good. Fish tank. I don't think you need a butchery for fish. No. Yes, you can make meat if you want to. Is that more efficient than doing this? Because you could then put meat into artificial fish water. That does seem to be more efficient. Since it's picking that over this one. 50 of those for one of these per second. That is a lot of fish tanks though. But this is probably fine without this part. We do have the butchery recipe right now, right? Hopefully. Yes. So Factorio fish is just so much easier to do. Though this actually requires a lot less machines. It just requires brown algae as well. And this requires green algae, and it's a lot less... Well, it gets a lot more fish out of each process. Which means we would need to create less artificial water. So we add some machines, but take out others, maybe? So both green and brown algae is pretty easy, right? We don't want to put in raw meat, because that's what we're getting out at the moment at least. But 2 raw meat makes 100 polluted artificial water, fish water. 25 makes 100 here, so this would just be better. Am I wrong? I have too many possibilities. That just makes me unable to do anything. But we need these fish tanks in any case. And unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.